Avon calling. Doorbell is not illuminated. Doorbells are beyond the scope of the inspection, but I like to. And it should be sealed to help water from coming in. This is called a side light. If you look down in here, you can see some printing. I know I saw some printing. Whatever down here, up here. Yeah, it's down here. That's called a bug. That tells you that this is tempered safety glass. And I can't find that in the bathrooms. But the windows are so dirty, it's hard to say. Storm doors are beyond the scope of this inspection. That's how you undo it right there. We got multi-levels, and when I measured the floor, I'm not required to shoot the floor. But when I did measure the floor, I didn't include these elevated areas. I measured all the rest of the floor. Cursory measurements. I'm not an engineer. I'm not pretending to be an engineer. I'm not doing a foundation profile. But I'm looking for clues that I use along with exterior clues and some interior clues like this. So when I measure a floor height elevation differential, I'm looking for no more than 1 inch difference within 20 feet and no more than 2 inches of difference overall. And I did not find either of those measurements. In fact, I did not find, and I did not measure those, but I did not find more than 1 inch floor height elevation differential over the entire rest of the floor. That's pretty level. That's pretty level. We're missing some of our rocker switches are a little worse for wear. We got carpet. Some of our cover plates are a little worse for wear. We got some signs of moisture in some of the windows outside of the blinds there. I don't inspect blinds, but some of the blind blades are a little worse for wear. Most of the windows are here. These are storm windows, but most of the windows are missing. Excuse me. Most of the window screens are missing. So I just kind of share my method with you. So that looks good. Looks good. To a home inspector, not an electrician, but to a home inspector, that looks good. But we do have some water stains. Some of the luminaries are burned out. Light bulbs. Got a little bit of movement around our crown molding right there. And as you walk through the home, you're going to notice that there's a lot of popcorn ceiling texture. And a lot of people think that's dated. And I'm not going to argue that point. But what I'm here to talk about is what I'm not required to inspect at this point. But a lot of this popcorn texture has asbestos in it. We don't know that it does or not. I'm not an asbestos inspector. The best thing to do would be to treat it as if it were asbestos. There's really no sense in even testing it. If you paint it, if you like that texture, and you paint over it, that's called encapsulation. And the EPA is good with encapsulation. It's been encapsulated. It's not going to bother you. But if you're taking it off, then Junior and Juniorette need to go visit the grand folks. And the people taking it off need to wear personal protection. Not just against the COVID, but against the asbestos, because it's the dust. And it all gets scraped up. It all gets scraped off and washed off and bagged up. And everything gets vacuumed and damp mopped. It gets bagged up and you take it to a hazardous waste place. There's one on Plano Road down in Richardson. And you show them your driver's license, you're a citizen of the community, and they'll take it off your hands at no charge. or you can pay somebody, a disposal fee. But whoever takes care of this, and again, you might do all that and it not even be asbestos, but it's not going to cost you very much at all to play it safe. And that would cost you less to treat it like it's asbestos than it would be probably to test it for asbestos. So, just spend your money once, not twice. Just saying. We're missing our baseboard inside this little entry. I'm calling it the entry closet, coat closet. It's adjacent to the wet bar here. This wet bar is not GFCI protected. Wet bar luminary is not working. A different video. And this is the kitchen. Kitchen cabinets are a little worse for wear on something in the other end of the wet bar as well. I've got a whole video about this. The tension ball on this door doesn't latch. Okay. Just saying. Most of the window screens are missing. There's a bunch of them in the garage. There's a bunch of them in the attic. I don't know if there's enough. I don't know if they fit. I don't know what condition they're in. So when you take possession of the property, if that's important to you, then I recommend that maybe the window screens be installed before you take possession of the property. Let's call it good planning here. You don't know this. This is one of the first videos you're going to see. You don't know this, but this is the last video I'm making today, that I think I'm making today. So you're just getting started with the report, I hope. But I'm thinking about going home. So, and that being said, I just want to let you know right now that I appreciate your business, I appreciate your trust, and I appreciate you tolerating my COVID policies. Those things mean the world to my family and I. So, thank you very much. So, anyways, as we come along, we do not have GFCI at the kitchen island. Now, when this home was built and it was all finished out, okay, all the boxes in here, the outlet boxes for the switches and receptacles, all the outlet boxes were set out so that when the drywall came in, all these things would fit nice and flush. And that's the way they were set out. And then when we came in and remodeled the kitchen, this kitchen doesn't look original, the countertop's done. Alright, and we brought the splash back in, and see, it sticks out far like this. So now that we've got these gaps between the box and the receptacle right there, see that gap? That compromises the fire blocking. They sell these things called extenders, goof rings, whatever. I'm going to have a link baked into the report. Shows you how to buy them, how to install them. They're easy. It costs about $2 a piece. And so that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16. You're not going to get them for $16. They're going to charge you tax or what. That's how they get you. But what I'm saying is for $20, these could have all been installed right. They could have. That's the motto to that story. Coming along, we got open cabinets over the refrigerator nook. This is a portable. This is not a built-in microwave. It's a bonus. We do not have GFCI over the secretary. Some of our windows are sliding, some of them are fixed, and again, most of them. Can you see that? Can you see the fogging in the side of there? The little atrium.